going to do a walk-around inspection, show you the lights working, startup, and a test drive of this beautiful, very original, unrestored 1977 Ford LTD 2. And this particular LTD is a Brougham package and two-door, which is very nice and very sought after in these large luxury vehicles, which that market continues to grow, and these cars become more and more sought after, especially the two-doors. So we'll walk around, we'll look at this. The original black paint is in very good condition, and it's above average. It shines very well. There are signs where the paint has been buffed maybe one too many times, and there's some burn through on some of the edges. We'll go through that. We'll see. We'll start with this fender here. It's in very good condition, but you can see that the stripes have been buffed almost through in spots. There is a very light scratch on the top of the fender here between my fingers. The hood's in very good condition. All the chrome and stainless on the car is in very good to excellent condition. Very nice condition. This front bumper, even the rubber on the bumper is in excellent condition. Chrome around the headlights. The grille is in excellent condition. Now, what I was talking about earlier about these burn through spots, there's one right here in the front of the hood. It's like it's been burned through and started to right here, so about 3-4 inches on the front of the hood. There are some light age cracking in the paint right here to the right of the headlight. There's a little chip on top of the headlight there. And there may be some real light scratches or some small chips that I might miss. The stripes on this fender are a little bit better than the other one. Not burned through as bad. Now on the top of this fender, on a good portion of this fender, you can see where the paint's getting pretty thin. This side of the windshield's in excellent condition. The stainless around the windshield's in excellent condition. The passenger door, the only thing that I recall was how the stripes have been buffed through a little bit. The vinyl on both sides, the gray vinyl, is showing some aging and maybe a little bit of color loss. There is some chips on the center of the door there. The stainless though, now hard to find stainless, is in very good condition. Being an original paint car, all the bolts, lock and everything's the right color. The bottom of the doors, of course, are nice and clean, the original. The door panel is in excellent condition. So the only real wear on it is some of the silver chrome is missing right through there, but the rest of that door panel is in excellent condition. The dash is in excellent condition. The carpet, the front and back seat, both in excellent condition. The headliner, excellent condition. So on the roof, on this side, well, on the roof has quite a few aging spots where the paint is definitely showing some age, and there's even a little bit of paint loss that's been touched up right there. You get another spot where paint's getting a little thin. The vinyl roof, we've chose not to do anything with it. The vinyl is in excellent condition. The trim around the vinyl top is in excellent condition. Now, like all of us know, these older cars with the vinyl roofs, they do have a tendency of getting a little bit of rust behind the vinyl. This car has some pimples, and it's probably just the passenger side along the bottom of the top. There is some pimples, but the metal behind it is extremely solid. You can see I'm moving the car, pushing on that metal. It's very solid. So you do have some pimples. We just didn't think it's worth the $1,500 to pull the originality from the car. There's not, I mean, I don't see this car really ever seeing weather again. It's definitely a collector grade quality car. So on the rear quarter, we do have another scratch here. Paint thin on this edge again. Rear windows in excellent condition. The rear bumpers in very good condition. The rear stainless with the Ford, very good condition. Tail light lenses. But these original cars are just so hard to come by, unmolested and very well cared for. I mean, the interior of this car just speaks for itself. But and you know, this is an unmolested trunk area. All the cardboard over the quarters. The quarters have not been touched. It's just what you would expect to find in an all original car. But there's a spare tire, the original jack. Still retains the jack instructions and the cover for your fill tube for the gas tank, which those always disintegrate and disappear. And everything, all the doors open and close just like they should. The trunk has some aging as well. There's kind of age spots throughout the trunk. A little chip right there. This quarter panel, and the paint shines really well. I'm pretty sure it's been professionally buffed at some point, but that quarter panel's in excellent condition. Now this side of the roof is not showing those bubbles like the other side of the roof, and there's no signs of softness. Quarter glass is excellent. This side of the roof is in a little bit nicer condition than the other side, not showing quite as much age, but there are some age spots. No burn through on that edge. We'll go over this door just real quick. There's a couple areas that the paint's getting thin on the edge. The rest of the door, there's a light scratch there. And you'll see on this side of the interior, just as nice as the other side. Driver's door panel is in excellent condition. Might be just a little discoloration on that armrest on the driver's door. The driver's seat is in excellent condition. It does have one very small split on the bolster. Other than that, the driver's side seats is in excellent condition. The dash and the steering wheel is in excellent condition, showing little to no wear. Pop the hood. The windshield does have, on the driver's side, a couple very minor chips. And we're just trying to be as honest as possible. This is a great, honest car. You know, nothing to be afraid of. Very original Ford 351. Nicely optioned with factory air conditioning. I'll show you startup and then the lights working. grab the other camera, go for a test drive in this beautiful LTD.
And my seatbelt ready. There you go.
There we go. All right. So now we're going to take a test drive in that beautiful example of a 1977 Ford LTD 2 two-door. Brougham. Yeah,
yep.
Brougham. So the car starts right up just like it should.
Yeah.
Very nicely optioned. It does have manual windows and locks, but it does have AC, which I'm going to go ahead and get that on.
Kind of a warm day today.
Yeah, it's a warm day today. Sun's out bright, but it's
the AC in this car is cold. Yeah.
Yeah, it's cold AC, and it's cold like right away.
Yeah.
And this car, I mean, it's cold right now. So we're gonna go for a quick test drive and see how she handles and stops, which we already know it.
Yeah.
Runs very well, handles very well, stops very well. So it's powered by its original 351 cubic inch V8, backed by, I didn't look to see if it's a C4 or C6 automatic transmission.
I believe it's a C4.
Okay. But we'll have that in the write-up, so don't hold us to that. But
right.
The car it accelerates just like you would expect. You know, a 77 Ford LTD to accelerate.
And the ride is what you would expect of a car of this size. I mean, just these, if you've ever ridden in these late 70s Fords or Lincolns, I mean, they're just cream puffs on the road, and this car is no exception. The suspension handles the road just like it should. You don't feel the bumps at all.
And it's the car, we're on Cassopolis Street, it's a pretty heavy crown, but it's a one finger power steering on this car.
Oh yeah.
You know, brakes very well, nice and straight. Takes the curve well. Of course, these big cars lean a little bit, but
the body roll is not their strong suit.
no. So back to being very nicely optioned with the factory AC that's functioning. Gauges all work except for the clock, the factory clock. The car's showing just over 76,676 miles, which we believe to be accurate and original miles. And when you look at the condition of the car, this car has been extremely well maintained.
Absolutely.
Well cared for and loved its entire life. I mean, the bottom side of this car is extremely clean.
It is.
The body, even, you know, it's the original paint. It does have a few defects, but for being the age of the paint and being original, the paint is in excellent condition.
Absolutely, yeah.
And the body,
yeah, the body's extremely clean. There's very little rust. You have that little bit of bubbling on the passenger side of the vinyl top, but the metal there is still all solid. I mean, everywhere the bottom side of this car is extremely clean.
And that's really the only sign. I mean, even digging deep into the trunk,
yeah,
and digging into the crevices, there's no rust on this car. It's clean.
Yeah, this car is...
Other than that one spot by the vinyl roof.
Yeah, this car is like, it's obvious it's like never seen weather.
Oh, no. Yeah. So the wipers, the factory wipers work. That's AM/FM
stereo
with 8-track. Now, we didn't bring an 8-track with us. We should have to try that 8-track. But the AM/FM radio does work.
Yeah.
1980s music going on there. And this car is extremely well documented. We've got owner's manual. We've got the little metal tag. I think it's the warranty card.
Yeah.
We've got the original dealer invoice, window sticker, lots of great documentation with
dealer's
this car.
brochure.
Dealer's brochure. So, in this car,
It's always nice. It's always just exciting for us. We love finding these very original cars.
Yes.
And especially when they just appear to be all original. I mean, the original paint. I mean, it's just getting in these cars is like a time capsule.
Yeah.
These cars always tend to, when they're well maintained, they just always tend to just drive excellent. They ride like they should. And
Yeah, with no excuses. I mean, of course, it's not going to drive like your 2020 Ford, but
right.
I mean, this is pretty close to how a 1977 Ford coming off the lot would run and drive.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, so no excuses. Now the cruise control does not work. It is inoperable. And the clock, and that's the only two things that I know of that does not work. Don't like.
Map lights work.
Nice.
Both map lights.
The interior of this car is in excellent condition.
Absolutely.
Showing very little to no wear. I mean, the steering wheel is in excellent condition.
The seats are in excellent condition.
The dash, the carpet.
And these seats, I mean, it's like sitting on a couch. I mean, just going down the road, they're extremely comfortable.
I love this car.
Yeah.
So the beautiful black exterior just shines beautiful.
Absolutely.
So if you're in the market for one of these classic luxury liners, you know, especially in a two-door, you definitely need to take a look at this car. It is definitely worth looking at. Great example of one of these LTD2s.
Very rock solid example of a LTD2.
It is. Rock solid motorsports.